Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. You guys might like this quick little story. How did I become a barber? I became a barber in 2003, actually in 2002, an unlicensed barber. I had gotten locked up and went to county jail in Albuquerque, New Mexico, MDC. And when I went to county jail, uh, I had cut hair when I was 14 years old in California, done maybe, 10 to 11 haircuts just on the street for buddies, friends, and everything. So when I'd gotten to the jail when I was 18, I told them I was a barber. And one day, lo and behold, the Clippers came in. I was like, holy shit. And then the Clippers came in. My roommate had told some other guys that I was a barber. One of the guys came up, said, "Hey, hey, the Clippers are here. I'm first for the cut. Are you a barber?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." Went in there, cut his hair, just did like I would have done on the street. And it actually came out pretty good. He liked it, gave me some commissary for that, and which is food items in jail. And that's it. It really took off from there. Because look, here's how it took off. I cut that dude's hair. He went back to the room. I really didn't know whether he liked it or not. He ended up coming back to where I was putting a trash bag on someone else's head as a cape and ready to cut their hair. And he threw a couple items on the floor, meaning that he liked it. And he's all, "Hey, thank you." And I said, "All right, cool." And that's it. I just started cutting from there. Everyone in the pod, because it came out semi-decent, came out good. Everybody in the pod was lining up for the haircut. Even guys that weren't going to get a haircut started coming over saying, "Hey, can I get in? Who's next?" Or, so I just started knocking everybody out. It was not a chore to me. I really liked doing it. And I really liked the fact that someone appreciated what I was doing for them. That was like one of the main aspects of what was kind of cool is, I like the feeling I got when someone felt like I was doing, them a solid. And so, and I like creating art. So I did that and they all liked it. And I was like, wow. So the whole 8 months in jail or 10 months I was there, I cut hair every day. And so, I started falling in love with it. And then when I was going to go to prison, people were telling me, "Oh yeah, you'll be able to cut hair in there too. They have a barber job, this and that." So long story short, fast forward, I get to prison. I leave county. I go to prison. When I get to prison, there's people that had knew me from the county jail, and they were like, "Oh, he's the barber. He cuts hair." And so that word, the barber, started, circulating around. He's a barber, the barber, he's the barber. And so a job opened up at the prison that I was at, and I became the barber. And then by that time, I had 10 months of just self-taught cutting hair in my jail. So I became really good. So when I got to the prison and got the barber job and then went to work for the first day and started cutting hair, right away word started traveling through the prison. There's a barber here. He's good. And then, about a week of me cutting hair there in the barbershop in the prison, the lead barber left. I became the lead barber. And about another week into that, the first CO came and sat in my chair. And it was a sergeant. He came in, sat in my chair, and I cut his hair, and the rest was history. I started cutting everybody's hair, law enforcement, nurses, everyone that was in that jail working there or housed there, I started cutting their hair. And so that's how I learned how to cut. That's how I became a barber, guys. Because look, here's the thing. I learned how to cut hair there, and that's where I truly became a barber. Although I was unlicensed, and I did it for 1,827 days in prison, and also the 10 months in jail, and so I had that skill set built for when I got out to the street. And instead of making you wait for a video of that. When I got out, I went and tried to get a job. I couldn't find a job. I have aggravated battery, armed robbery, and kidnapping charges. I could not find a job. and it was really hard for me. I'm not making an excuse or anything. So I just said, shit, I better enroll in college. So I enrolled at a community college here called CNM, Central New Mexico Community College. I enrolled in there, did full-time school, and then did MMA at Greg Jackson's Winklejohn's MMA camp, and then started doing a bunch of amateur fights. And so during that path, I also started cutting the guy's hair that I was doing MMA with. And they were really shocked, and they were like, man, you are really so good at barbering that I'm surprised you don't get a barber license. And while I was in jail, one of the guys, Little Venom from the West, told me there was a program called DVR. It was a rehabilitation program. It was a vocational rehabilitational program for an individual that would have a disability, can pick something that they want to do, and the state would fund their barber license or whatever it is that they wanted to do. I went and got a medical marijuana license for PTSD, and that gave me a disability. DVR funded my license. I ended up getting a license and becoming a professional barber, and I became a professional barber. I went to a shop. I worked in that shop for 6 months, and after I worked in that shop for 6 months, I saved that very little bit of money that I made, and I came and I opened up a business of my own called Sir Men's Salon. Had really no customers. I wouldn't urge you to do the same, but I was on Instagram. I was on social media. People did track me down. The haircut was so good they found me, and I have now been in business for 8 years. So my thing is, I just want to tell you guys, if I can do it, anybody in the world can do it. There's no way, there's no excuse. Me, myself, if I can do it from zero to being a barbershop owner, salon owner, whatever you want to call it, business owner for 8 years, anybody in the world can do it. You just got to give yourself that fighting chance. You got to believe that you could do it. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. If you believe you can do anything, you will be able to complete whatever it is that you believe you can do. So self-belief is number one. Self-belief will drive you to put the work in. That'll be number two. And learn as you go. You know what I mean? Just get the job done. Move. It's time to move. You know, instead of wondering, oh, how will I do this? How will I do that? It doesn't matter. Open up the business and let's get started. I've been in business 8 years. If I would ask how this, how that, how that, how this, I would never be open. So just, get started. If you guys have any questions of me, that was just a quick short story. If you guys want me to tell any more stories, I have 100,000 of them. So just, hey guys, leave in the comments if you want me to tell any more stories. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, any questions you might have about opening a barbershop or anything, leave them in the comments. Let me know, and I'll answer in the comments and let you know. Until then, guys, have a blessed day.